Well, I just had a crazy experience. I'm riding along this 2-lane highway between Jimenez and Camargo. I just went down on the motorcycle.
En mi moto.
Hola, hola.
Tres amigos. Quite the epic view. Well, I'm hitting the road from Parral. Kind of sad, kind of excited. I've had some great times, some sad times, but overall quite nice. I like Parral. Up ahead you can see a puesto, a street vendor selling food. They're really popular here. I never tried these ones. They've got about half a dozen different kinds of kind of like burritos or tacos or something, and they're really popular. Every day there's a line and they sell out quickly. There's another one up ahead on the left in the distance. But anyway, taking off from Parral, heading through kind of Camargo and heading to the border to cross the border into Texas at Ojinaga. Should be a 4 to 6 hour ride, closer to the 6 hour ride, especially with some stops along the way to rest. Got to go get gas now. Hard to believe that I will be in Texas today, crossing the border. A little bit nervous for the border crossing, but I think going back into the States, it shouldn't be too hard. And I'm going to be making a video, if you're a rider or even driving a car, I'm going to be making a video about how to do border crossings, both into Mexico and then returning back into the States. So look for that in the future if you're interested. But yeah, let's go get some gas and get on the road. Beautiful day to ride. It's gonna be kind of hot today, 80 plus degrees. So I think it's about 8-ish, and let's do it. See you from the road.
¿Ya le puedo llevar aquí?
¿Qué dice? Buenos días.
Hola, buenos días. Sí, lleno con regular, con verde.
¿Lleno verde?
Sí, gracias.
Pantalla en ceros.
Sí.
Sí, lo siento ahí, tranquilo. Bien lleno, oiga.
Sí, más lleno, por favor.
Bien. ¿Está bien?
Está perfecto, gracias.
¿Es en efectivo o tarjeta?
Efectivo.
Efectivo. 276.
Ok.
¿Qué le dice cambio,
Sí. All right. Muchísimas gracias.
A usted, señor, que ve.
All right, heading out of Parral. Let's do it. Here we are passing through Jimenez on our way to Camargo and Ojinaga. Taking Route 69, Camargo Libre. The Libre being the free road, the non-toll road. So, just passing through a little bit of Jimenez right here. Don't know much about Jimenez other than I've been told it's not really safe for me to go there. So, I think it's fine to just pass through in the middle of the day, but I've been told by several people that Jimenez is not particularly a safe place. And that's been rare. I can't think of any other place I've been told not to go, really. So, listen to those warnings. .76 kilometers to Camargo and 310 kilometers to Ojinaga. 76 kilometers, I guess, is about the neighborhood of 50 miles, and 310 is about the neighborhood of 175 miles or so. I think when I looked, the distance from Parral to Ojinaga was 200 miles. Maybe it's a little bit longer, actually, though, because I'm on the Libre Road, which is not quite as direct and quick as the toll roads. So I'll probably have about 220 miles today or something. It's a rather full day. It's gonna be a 6-hour day. I haven't ridden this road before. When I came down, I took the toll road, so interesting to ride the Libre. Really watch for speed bumps. There are signs, but they're rarely painted, so they're very hard to see. My tip for riders is to always sort of look ahead and see if you see cars bouncing over them, and then you can tell exactly where they are. Well, I just had a crazy experience. I'm riding along this 2-lane highway between Jimenez and Camargo. You can see it's just 2 lanes, 1 lane in each direction, and for most of the way there's absolutely no shoulder. And I went to adjust my helmet and I flipped off my GoPro right off my helmet and went flying into the road. I had to figure out how to stop where there's no shoulder, and so it was crazy. I was really nervous. And now, unfortunately, the mechanism that attaches the GoPro to my helmet is broken, so I'm not able to attach the GoPro to my helmet. So I guess I won't be having any more footage from the road, really, until I figure something out. Maybe I can can stop and get some footage, but yeah. Glad I got my GoPro back. Man, I was kind of freaking out, like if I would even find it or if it would be broken. This is it, so it's working. That's awesome. It's awesome I got it back, but now I can't attach it to my helmet, so bummer. Okay. Catch you later. Try to figure out what I'm gonna do. Adios. Here's the bike. I'm stopped and it looks like kind of a citrus grove kind of area. Okay, gonna get back on the road in a minute. Nice to take a little break. Beautiful day, absolutely perfect weather. Kind of breezy, but not too bad. So, beautiful day. Time to roll on. Adios. Good morning from Texas. I'm back in the United States. Hard to believe. I'm in Presidio, Texas. This is a good re-entry point. It's probably like more Mexican than it is American. I've spoken Spanish in the hotel and in the puesto street food place and in the gas station. Everyone speaks Spanish here. But yeah, I didn't film anything yesterday because after I dropped the GoPro, it just wasn't really possible to reattach it at all. And it was a crazy, crazy, crazy day. Probably the most wind I've ever ridden in. I knew the forecast was for wind, but man, it was seriously intense. 2-lane highway, no shoulder, 1 lane in each direction, crazy wind from the left to right, blowing me off the road, and then enormous, like dump truck, tractor trailer sized, enormous trucks bearing down on me. The wind turbulence that they make is insane, and that practically blows you right off the road too, and then with the wind on top of it. And the street, the road, the highway is riddled with potholes, and you can't really avoid them because the wind is dictating your line and you're being blown all over and then hitting potholes and bouncing all around. Just absolutely a bonkers day, totally exhausting. Got to the border crossing, that went relatively well. If you're a traveler, a rider, or even going in your car, I'm going to make a separate video on border crossings because, man, it is a little bit tricky. Even with my Spanish being at a somewhat conversational level, the people there don't really speak English, and it is hard to understand exactly what you need to do. Luckily, a Mexican who spoke Spanish came to my aid and helped me understand where you need to go to do the take care of your temporary importation of your motorcycle or your car, whichever it might be. It's not clear at all. There's just like a white shack down the road from the immigration office that you need to go to, and so totally confusing. I'm going to make a video on that, so if you are traveling, look out for that video because I think it could be a great help to you. But in addition, I would highly, highly, highly recommend the Ojinaga crossing, Presidio, Texas / Ojinaga, Mexico. Totally peaceful, organized, not chaotic. Very pleasant experience. Everyone there was really nice and helpful. So really great border crossing there. So yeah, Presidio, Texas, like nothing here. Luckily there was this food truck here in the parking lot of the hotel, which was Mexican food. And man, it was like better Mexican food than I had in almost anywhere in Mexico. I had a like a burrito alhambra, which was had a chili relleno inside of it, like a chili stuffed with queso, and then like this beef kind of mixed beef stew sort of stuff with like beef and bacon and everything. Man, it was incredibly delicious. And then I hadn't eaten all day, so I was totally starving. I had a second burrito of their brisket, and man, that was incredibly delicious. So what a great little find here in the parking lot of the hotel. Incredible. Man, yeah, just a relaxing evening, exhausted, slept, getting ready to ride today to Del Rio, Texas. I'm going to try to attach the GoPro to the ram mount on my handlebars. I tried that yesterday, but the road was just too potholy. It just vibrated and bounced all over the place. It wouldn't even stay upright, so it didn't work at all. But maybe today I can get some footage that way. But yeah, I'm here at the Rialta Motel. I guess I should say that's the Riata Inn. Gonna walk over to the gas station now to get a coffee. Here's my little picnic table and fire pit area where I sat and had dinner last night in the gusting, breezy, crazy conditions. It was pretty wild. La Goldita. These ladies here at La Goldita seriously know how to make some good food, man. They are artists with food. That was delicious. If you come through this way, look for La Goldita. All right, I'm gonna go get a coffee over here at the gas station, maybe a little egg sandwich. They have some food there, and get packed up and hit the road. Head to Del Rio. Should be about a 4 or 5 hour ride. It's I think 210 miles. So yeah, let's do it.